let's not wait. And it's like um, today what we are going to talk about, that is what is subnetting actually. So subnetting, is very important part of the networking, because without subnetting you cannot do anything. So this will be there is no lab actually. So this is just an what is called this is the theoretical stuff, and some calculation things are there. So first thing first, introduction of IPv4. Okay, we'll see just some detail. Then IP subnetting types and VLSM, FLSM. Okay, so IPv4. See, now remember, IPv4, it is a 32-bit subnetting. You remember that 192.168.30.20. So it is a 32-bit 4-octet, 8-bit, 8-bit, 8 dot, 8 dot, 8 dot, 8. Right? So that is the IPv4. So IPv4 classes. Okay. So IPv4 classes, class A, the ranges, then class B, the class A start from 001 to 127, then class B till and class C. See, so far we were in our lab we were using this one because the first octet represent which subnet it is. Okay, so like if anything, the first octet, if it start from 129, then that is a class B IP address. If any first octet means this is the octet, 8 bit. This is first octet, second octet, third octet, and fourth octet. Okay, so our IP address is divided into 4 octet. 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit is equal to 32 bit. So this is our IP address range, IPv4 range. Okay, so the first octet represent which class the IP address is. So if suppose the IP address is 2.3 dot something, so the first octet, look at the first octet, that is the class A. If the IP address start from 130 dot something, then class B. If IP address start from 129 or 200 something, then class B, class C. And if and this IP address, see, class D, it is reserved for multicasting. You remember we just saw the OSPF multicast IP address is 224.0.0.5 and 6, and for RIP version 2 or 224.0.0.9, and similarly for EIGRP 224.0.0. Some IP is there. So this is reserved for the multicasting. So this IP address 224 range you will not see anywhere. This is reserved, and this the remaining 220 242 till this also reserved. So whatever the IP address you will see in the world, this will be from this range only class A, B, and C. Okay, and like less number of in like class C, you will see the less number of networks, less number of hosts. But in class B you will see high number of, and class A you will see many hosts. Okay, then we know that private range. So these all IP addresses owned by IENA. So they own this one. So they left these three addresses: 10.0, 172.0, and 192.0. So these three subnets are private range. So these are free. Apart from this, if you are adding anything, this is you need to pay. If you're so in our LAN, in our network, so these ranges are used. These all called private subnet, private IP addresses. Okay, and these private IP addresses are not allowed on the internet. If anything, if any machine go with this private IP address, so as per the RFC rule, the ISP will block this IP address as a source. Okay, so there is no scope to go these guys outside. Okay, then loopback. Generally 127 we use for the loopback. Then 169 it is for the link local IP multicast. This is reserve, and this IP address 255, 255, 255, 255. This all IP addresses 0000. It means 1111. It is called a broadcast. Broadcast means you remember the RIP. If anything packet come, it will broadcast to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. right? So these are the IP addresses classes. So IPv4. So now class A, class B, and class C, right? So we remember the subnet mask. You know that 10. The first subnet, if you the first octet 10,255, rest 000. For class B 255,255,000, and for class C 255,255,255. So this represent a network bits, and this zero represent the host bit, right? So in class A, the default subnet mask is this one. Okay, so in class A, number of networks you can make 256, and number of hosts per network. Can you remember? In class A, one network you can create this. How much it is? See, this many number of hosts you can create, and in class B, you can have this many number of networks, and you can create 65,055,34 hosts. Like that much of computers you can assign the IP address in one network, number of hosts per network. And in class C, you can create this number of networks, and this is actually two. This is not one, this should be 250, the number of hosts per network, right? So it will be 250, 250, 255, right? 254 actually. So one will be the network ID, one will be the broadcast ID. So this many number. So now see here the class A. So N means network, H means host. So this when you say 255, so actually the 1.1.1.1, all this 41 will be 255, and all this 00 will be. So this in class A, the first octet it represent the network ID. In class B, say 2 octet represent the network ID. In class C, these are the network ID. So whatever the host, the machine IP addresses, you need to assign from here. Okay. Next, the definition of types. So there are two types of subnetting. One is a equal division and unequal division. That is also called as FLSM and BLSM. Okay, fixed length variable mask and variable length subnet mask. Okay. So IP address. Okay, see, there are some rules of the assigning IP address. So every, let's say, network address. So if you see, we already know. See, this is our India LAN. Let's say this is our USA LAN. Remember, and this is our the third network, our WAN link. You remember that. So each network required three things: network address, broadcast address, and host address. Right. So even this connection is network required two inter. So so you remember this one. So you in this diagram you have three networks: this network, this network, this network. So even this interface, the WAN link, you required only two IP addresses, but still you need a different networks. So in the network means one will be the network address. Okay, so one will be the broadcast, that is the fixed, and this one IP address, this one IP address, right? So you at least required four IP address in that network, right? Next, so example of class A. See, class A, it start from your IP addresses will start from 1 at 10.0.0, then 1, then till here you can assign the IP addresses, and the last one will be the broadcast address. You cannot use it anywhere, and this one also you cannot use it anywhere. Similarly, in class B, 172.116, this is the last IP address. In class A, class C, you remember 192.168, 1.0, and this one. So this one also you cannot broadcast, network, and host. You remember this point? Network address is your family name, broadcast name, broadcast address is the last one. Okay, and these are the host IP address. See, 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot we use into our network. So this is this is called a one network, right? So default network subnet mask. See, class A, you know that for the class A 255, this is the first subnet. This 2 octet class B, and this 3 are subnet mask class C. Okay. So now guys, now listen, see this example very carefully. Okay, very carefully. Okay. So Now see, this is one of the company example without subnetting. Remember this one, without subnetting, what happened? So without subnetting, what happened is, let's say you have a Bangalore office where you have 100 users. This is your 3 mobile users somewhere. This is your headquarter, 1,000 users are there. In a home office, CEO office, some one few guys are there, and Delhi office, you have 30 users. So now what happens? See, whatever the IP address you take, 192.168, this is one network, 1.0, 3.0. See, /24 one network. Uh, Between Bangalore and Hyderabad headquarter, see WAN link this one, this IP 4.0, 192.168.5.0. Remember? See this on, this is a 172, and here also so all different networks are there. So how many networks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 networks are here in this diagram. So now see here, without subnetting, see, you required in Bangalore office you need 100 machines, but you took this much subnet. So how many IP addresses you wasted? 150. Similarly, in Delhi office you required 30 IP addresses only, but you used a full network. So how many wasted? 224. Now, can you see here? Just imagine for the WAN link, you require 2 IP addresses only, but you use a full subnet /24. So how many IP addresses you wasted? 252. Similarly, in see here also 252. So can you see this one? Here you required 3 IP addresses, but you use the class B. So 6,000, 65,531 IP addresses wasted. And the biggest loss is here. See, for the 1,000 user, you did not do the subnetting and you used directly /8 default subnet mask to see what happened. How many IP addresses wasted? So this is how the wasting of the IP addresses. And you know these IP addresses are costly. Okay, even these are the private range. This very small range, right? Class A, B, and C. So you need to save the IP addresses. You cannot waste the IP addresses like this. So that's why the subnetting came into picture. So how the subnetting does? The power of 2. Okay, the power of 2, if you remember, 2 is to 0 is 2, 2 is to 2 is 4, 2 is to 3 is 8. Okay, the power of 2, you know, when you, what is that? Okay, 2 is to 0. If 2 bits are changed, we can count up to 4. See, 2 bit change means 1 means it will be 1 and 2. So 2 is to power. So if bits are changed, we can count up to 8. Okay, if 3 bit means we will count up to 8. Then 4 bits, 6 bit, 64. So see, when we say 2 raised to 6 means you need to count till here. 2 raised to 6, 2 raised to 7, and finally this one. So how now? Let's see how the subnet mask get populated. Now see, this is the example. So class A, class B, and class C. So now just now we remember that host 0 means a host bit, 1 means a network bit. Okay. So let's see this example. And once you understand this example, you will be very clear with this. Okay. If you understand one example, that will be enough. For class B, class C, you will be this having the same. Okay. Now see, this is a FLSM example. 100 hosts based on the requirement of the host. Let's say in one office you require 100 hosts. Okay. So you can split your /24 192.168.1.0/24. You can split into these 2 IP addresses. Now the question is how these 2 IP addresses, 2 different network came, how the /25 came. Let's see that. See, now this is the formula. So default subnet mask. You remember for class C, our default subnet mask is this one, right? So first thing, now one network 2 raised to 8, 256 addresses, right? So required only 100 host. You need 100 machine IP addresses. So what you can do? So by default, if you use that, so you will waste 156 IP addresses. So now you can do this. The split it like this. So it will be something like this. So if you see here, so 128, and it will start from here, it will end here. So how this happen? So two network, like one network you split into the two networks. Okay, so with that what will happen, you will save the IP addresses. So how it is, how it will do. So we need to see the host per subnet. See, the first thing, the first formula, host per subnet. So our host per subnet, how many required host? 100. So 100 comes where? 100 comes where? Here. 2 raised to 7, it comes under 128. So 2 raised to 7 minus 2, always this is the formula actually. 2 raised to h minus 2 is equal to required 100. So 128, so 128 from here minus 2 is equal to 100. So your host per subnet will be 126. So in your network you will be having 126 host at least. So we got the first value, host bit required, host. So here what we have achieved, h value. Okay, so h value, host bits required, h value. So we got the 2 raised to power 7. So this is our h value we received. Then borrow network bits. So we need to borrow some network bits. So what is our default network bits in class C? 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. So we need to borrow the small n value, that is 1. So now our total bits are 24 plus 1. This is another formula. So is equal to we got the slash value 125. So here we got the h value, and with the help of h value we got the n value, and with the help of n value we got our slash 25. So now how, now see what we what we saw in this formula. We need to borrow how many things? We need to borrow one number from network bits. So now see here, this is our network bits. Okay, so we need to borrow one IP address, one bit from here, 128. So our subnet mask will become, can you see here, is equal to 25. So what we have, what happened with that formula, we got 1. So we instead of 0, so we will use the 128. So our subnet mask will be 255 8 dot 8 dot 8 dot plus 1 slash 25. So that is how our now what we receive, this is a host per subnet. Okay, 126, our slash 25, and our networks. Say network means 128, right? So we need to write 168 1.0, and the next one we can write 128. And just before the IP address, that will be the broadcast of this network, and the last IP address. So like this you split your one network into two different networks. So now can you see this one, class C example? So now this become a different network, this become a different network. 192.168 1.0 slash 25, 192.168 1.128 slash 25. So this become another network. So now you can, so these two different networks, so they cannot be communicated to each other until unless the layer 3 routing. So this is called a subnetting. So this is how some examples are there. So guys, this is just an calculations. Okay, so like you have some more examples in that, so you can just have a look on that. So okay, so one more thing I will tell you, one more thing. So nowadays we have online subnetting calculator. Okay, just search with that, but you need to, you must know